Hey everybody, it's Ryan King bringing you your daily sports update here on KSJB. A very happy Packer fan today, and we'll talk about that in just a little bit. But starting off, we had some big sports again over the weekend, just like we did last weekend. We have the 3 new state champions crowned in North Dakota high school volleyball. So we'll start off in Class B. Langdon Area Munich would defeat Medina Pingree Buchanan 3-2, and I guess this was a very, very good game between both these two teams. So congratulations to Langdon Area Munich. Not only do they take home a football state championship, they would also bring home a volleyball state championship. Mayport CG in the Class A state championship would defeat Valley City 3-1. So Mayport CG is your Class A state champion. And then finally in the AA, West Fargo Cheyenne would defeat Fargo Davies 3-2. So there are your 3 new state champions in North Dakota high school volleyball: Langdon Area Munich, Mayport CG, and West Fargo Cheyenne. So congratulations to those teams and all the hard work that they put in through this season. Also, there was a complete destruction, obliteration, I don't know what you want to call it, but the NDSU Bison would roll St. Thomas on Saturday, 62-7. This would be their final regular season game of the year, and they would finish the regular season undefeated, which I don't think a lot of people were very surprised by that. They did announce the FCS playoffs, and we will be talking about that in just a second, but just to give you a quick update on who the Bison would have to play, they will play the winner of Southeastern Louisiana and Illinois State, and that game would be on December 6th, of course, in the Fargo Dome, with the Bison being your number 1 seed. So we'll go over that playoff bracket in just a second here. Also, of course, Viking fans, we're going to have to talk about it a little bit. The Green Bay Packers would completely roll the Minnesota Vikings yesterday, 23-6 in Green Bay. And of course, all eyes are on him right now in the way that he is struggling. J.J. McCarthy did not have a good game yet again yesterday against that Packers defense. He would just go 12 of 19 with 87 yards and 2 interceptions, and he would also be sacked 5 times, 2 of those sacks from Micah Parsons. So with that loss, the Vikings would drop down to 4-7, and the Packers would improve to 7-3-1. And like I said before, and what I've been saying all season long, is when you have a brand new quarterback in there and he is developing, and then you go on the road, you go to Lambeau, where Green Bay had been kind of struggling the last couple of times they played there. It just wasn't a good situation for JJ. So we'll see what ends up happening as we get towards this very bottom end of the season. Will he improve to at least give Vikings something to cheer for next season, or is there going to be a little bit of quarterback controversy heading into next season? We'll have to wait and see. Going on over to tonight, we have some other big games going on across the state of North Dakota. The University of Jamestown men's and women's basketball JV teams, they will be in action tonight, taking on Mayville State University. Both these games are going to be in Jamestown. The women will begin at 6 p.m. and the men will begin at 8 p.m. The Minnesota Timberwolves will also be in action. They're going to head out west tonight to take on the Sacramento Kings. The Wolves did snap their little winning streak that they had over the weekend. They would lose to Phoenix, but they enter tonight's matchup at 10-6, where the Sacramento Kings not having a good start to their season. They are 4-13 right now, and tip-off is going to be late tonight at 9 from Sacramento all the way out on the West Coast. And finally, there will be another West Coast Monday Night Football game tonight. The Carolina Panthers, who are a team that I definitely have my eye on in the NFC playoff picture right now. They are finding ways to win games, and they are just not going away. They are going to travel to San Francisco tonight to take on the 49ers. And again, like I said, both these teams are definitely needing a win tonight to keep pace in that NFC playoff picture right now. So Carolina enters at 6-5 tonight, and the 49ers at 7-4. Kickoff will be at 7 tonight from San Francisco. And yes, there will be some seeding involved there. Can San Francisco stay in the wild card, or at least keep pace in the NFC West? And with the loss last night of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Carolina has a chance to take first place in the NFC South. So we'll have to wait and see how that goes. But going back to what we had said before, of course, the FCS playoffs are going to be, of course, kicking off pretty soon here after the regular season wrapped up this last Saturday. Your top 8 seeds that are going to be in this tournament will be, of course, number 1, North Dakota State University. Number 2, Montana State. Number 3, Montana. Number 4 will be Tarleton State. Number 5 is going to be Lehigh. Number 6 is Mercer. Number 7, Stephen F. Austin. And then number 8 is going to be UC Davis. So those are going to be your first round buys. They will not play until the second round. And that leads us to our first round. So as we had said earlier in the video, Illinois State will be taking on Southeastern Louisiana. The winner of that game will head to the Fargo Dome on December 6th. So that will be who the Bison will end up playing, one or the other there. Moving on, Central Connecticut State will take on Rhode Island. The winner of that game will play UC Davis. Harvard will take on Villanova. The winner of that game playing number 5 Lehigh. UND gets into the FCS playoffs, and they will take on Tennessee Tech, the number 13 seed. The winner of that game will play Tarleton State, the number 4 seed. Moving over to the other half of the bracket, New Hampshire will take on South Dakota State. Winner of that game will play number 3 Montana. Drake will take on number 11 South Dakota. Winner of that game will play number 6 Mercer. Lamar University will play number 10 Abilene Christian. The winner of that game plays number 7 Stephen F. Austin. And finally, Yale will play Youngstown State, and the winner of that game will play Montana State. So just in case anybody was wondering, this was one of the first things that was brought up when I was talking about this outside of the studios here, was where was South Dakota State and where was NDSU on the bracket? And yes, they are in opposite halves. So if they are going to meet up at any time, it would be in the championship, which is something else NDSU Bison fans need to pay attention to in case they might have already bought their tickets or something like that. The championship this year will not be in Frisco, Texas. It is not in Frisco this year. It is going to be in Nashville, Tennessee, where the Tennessee Titans play. So no, it will not be in Frisco this year. So if you already bought your tickets, you might want to be making some calls. It is in Nashville this upcoming season. So we'll have to wait and see on how this goes. The Bison play Illinois State or Southeastern Louisiana. We'll have to wait till December 6th to find out. This has been your KSJB Daily Sports Update here on KSJB. Want to remind everybody, if you're looking for some more local news, farm and ag news, or sports news, you can go and visit our website, ksjbam.com. It's all on there. Or if you're a sports person, make sure to download the brand new KSJB Sports app. We have all the things that you need to know, all at the tips of your fingers, right on one app. So it's going to be a lot of fun. We have the FCS playoffs coming up. The NFC and AFC playoff pictures are heating up. We got some good football on the way, and we are looking forward to it. This has been Ryan King with your Daily Sports Update on KSJB.